Howdy folks, I am in. You can start now. Today I got to go to a pretty cool bookstore, one of my favorites, and they had a bookstore called Camelot Books. Happens to be in Lando Lakes, Florida. But they had a Halloween promotion the other day. They had a few, 5 days, I think 5 days, 5 sales, 5 promotions, something like that. Well, I got clued in on one of these days and I got a book that I was really wanting, one that was a hole in my collection that I really wanted to fill. I wanted to fill that hole. And turns out they had it marked at cost, which in this case was pretty tough to find normally. In fact, impossible to find. Lately, since the book sold out, it's been way above cost every single time and selling quite a bit above cost. So that's a lot about cost. I bought one as quick as I can. Turns out I think they had 3 of these available. They sold out quickly and said they had quite a few people calling them, emailing them, what have you, wanting to take advantage of the promotion when the promotional items were sold. I made the purchase and for the second time had an excuse to go to Lando Lakes, Florida. It was about a 30-minute drive for me, but it's a real neat place and I had to go see it again. Go there, pick it up in person. Not really worried about saving money on shipping, but not wanting to wait for something to ship from Land Lakes, Florida. They put it in their mailbox. It goes to Jacksonville, Florida. Then they put it on a truck and send it to Ybor City, Florida. Then they put it on a truck and send it to Brooksville, Florida. And then they send it to my house. Who knows how long that takes. In this case, I get to go pick it up and I get to go see a building jam-packed full of nothing but limited edition books. Books that I would never even know existed if I didn't get a chance to go there. Anyway, this is the second time I've been there. I took advantage of this offer, went and picked it up, and so today you might say this is not an unboxing, this is an unwrapping. If you've purchased anything from Camelot Books, they got a pretty cool little gimmick where they wrap it up like a present. So this is a Halloween present and a very early Christmas present for this guy. Without any further all shucks and whodunits, let's take a look and see what I got. I got a secret because I know what it is. But anyway, let's see what we got here. Wrapped up nice and neat. If you paid attention to their promotions, you got at least a 1 in 5 chance of guessing it right. Or it's like Christmas. You yell at the kids, tell the kids, hurry up, unwrap that junk because you want to see what they got. What I got here is number 210. But what is it? Let the Right One In, numbered. I've been wanting this one for a long time. I just didn't want to spend all that money to get it. So not only was this book a book that I wanted, having seen both movies, Let the Right One In and Let Me In, but also having read the book myself, it was high on my list. But as an opportunistic buyer, I tend to want to try to find the right prices for the stuff I get. I don't got money to just give away, so I'd rather stay in my pocket. Anyway, this is what I'm very excited to open up and show you today. Let the Right One In by John Ajvide Lindgvist, something like that. If he says, he's probably the only person on earth that says it right, so if I said it wrong, I'm in good company. Now this comes in a awesome looking 2-piece marbled papered covered enclosure, and as I gently open my 2-piece enclosure to see the quarter leather bound spine, it's just beautiful. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you got embossed snowflakes on the leather spine. It looks so nice. Looks much better to me than it does to you, unless you got it your own. Now let's also take a look here. What do we have? Look at the boards. Japanese cloth. Now what is Japanese cloth? It's this stuff. I don't know much about Japanese cloth, but it's got almost a glittery sort of feature on the boards. Man, this is a very nice looking book. I don't know how many words to use. I don't know that many words, and I don't know how many words I should use to describe how beautiful it is, but when I put this one next to the other ones, there's no way the other ones are more beautiful anyway. Now, let's see what number I got. I told you already it was number 2 something, and let's verify that for sure. Number 210 by John Ajvide Lindgvist. Can you see that? And it is not only signed by John Ajvide Lindgvist, but signed by the artist Bud Cook as well. And they enclosed the bookmark, which I like to have the bookmarks with my books. So we got that one in here. And right off the bat, we got some terrific artwork without having to look too hard by Bud Cook. My good friend Bud Cook, who I don't even know, but he put some cool looking stuff in my book here. Additionally, I'm excited to have this book. I don't know if I said that already, but I'm excited to have this book. There are 250 copies, and I took advantage of Camelot's promo sale, bought it at cost, $575, and then of course the state of Florida wanted their cut, but bought it at cost, got a great price for a great book. When I showed up, they handed it to me, and it was exactly what I was hoping for. Perfect quality, perfect condition, the book. No tricks, no gimmicks, no nothing. Straight up good people. I don't know Camelot Books. When I live most of the year in Brooksville, Florida. One time I Googled bookstores near me. There ain't many. But you go on down the list, and I came up with a Camelot Books in Land O'Lakes, Florida. I looked them up, and it didn't really look like it was a store. It looked like it was an online kind of deal. And for a long time, I just kind of left it and never went to visit. And then one day I heard about Camelot Books again, went on their website, and they had some pretty cool books that I decided to buy. I emailed, said, hey, can I come pick them up so I don't got to wait for the post office to do this, that, and the other. And they said, sure, come on in, but tell me when you're coming, because they wanted to make sure they were there. Turns out it's not actually a store that's just open to the public to walk in. But it seems like if you make an appointment, they tend to be okay with you coming in. The first time I went in, I don't remember the books I bought, but I went in. They had my books sitting there on the bar there, and ready for me. And I spent a long time going through their aisles, looking up and down from ceiling to floor at all these limited editions. They took the time to show me, this is here, that's there, here's this artist, this author that you like, here's this anthology, this is this. They told me all about it and gave me a chance to look and snoop, and I ended up buying 4 or 5 books that day, 3 or 4 that I didn't intend to buy that day. This time I didn't have as much time, but the store is terrific. Now, I don't know if any of you are ever going to get to go there, but here's what happened the first time. I put in the address on Mr. GPS. GPS takes me down Highway 41, and all of a sudden it says, you've arrived. And I look around and I don't see nothing. There's this little bitty building over here. I don't know what it is. That ain't it. There's a big church here. That ain't it. So I go up the road looking, and I don't see Camelot Books. Make a big U-turn, come on back, and it says, you've arrived. And again, a little bitty building that don't look like it, in a big church that I'm pretty sure ain't it. So I pulled around in this little bitty building to try to figure out what's going on, and I noticed a little sign on the door saying Camelot Books. So you get there, they said by appointment only. They greeted me at the door, brought me in, just as nice as you could possibly be. We talked for a long time about books and limited editions and other things, but an unbelievable store. If you ever get the opportunity to buy from them, I strongly recommend it. They have the cool wrapping paper that they'll send you your books in as a nice little personal touch. But should you ever have the opportunity and the permission to go looking in their store, it is unbelievable. I mean, the goosebumps, the hairs, all that stuff stand up on your neck. You hear those ah sounds when you walk in. Phenomenal place. the outside will fool you. It looks like a real small building. You go inside and it looks like a bank vault with big metal iron cage doors, real fancy stuff. And like I said, books from the ceiling to the floor, books stacked up on the desks in the bar area, I guess you'd call it that, around the desk. Shelves with just enough room to walk in between them. Really cool place. Once again, I recommend going and checking them out. Pay attention to their website. They'll regularly have promos, deals, and sales that you can take advantage of while supplies last. And as far as I know, I'm probably going to forget something. That's all I got. C'est la vie, baby. I am out.